We're recording a video on how to do the COVID tests. Lauren is the lovely model, Vanna White, showing off all the goodies, all the junk. Got the C70 and
my mirror.
Lauren's mirror. Oh, there we are. Here we are. Oh. There we are. Gilbert's NAS is percolating. It's still backing up, but I think we're not going to use any of the audio from the video. We'll just do some text on the screen explaining what's going on. Oh yeah, Yoda Buddha. Thanks for that gift.
You're welcome. Video's wrong.
How was it?
Oh God! Why are you so good at that? My nose is a little itchy, but it was fine. It was great. It was negative. It's easy. There will be lots of people there to help.
Yeah.
The hardest part is waiting 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And in that time, there will be plenty of people for you to talk to. So I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Later that same evening.
Today was my dad's very last day working for AT&T. He's worked at the telephone company, first with Pacific Telesis, then Pac Bell, and then SBC Global, and now AT&T for over 40 years. It's his very last day of work. We're gonna go have dinner with him and see how he feels about it. Hey, look at you, Mr. Retired Guy.
Yeah,
How you doing? How do you feel?
I feel all right. Nothing. I feel fine.
So what'd you do on your last day?
It was a interesting day. It did not turn out as planned at all. So I did plan to turn my keys, my
Okay, so I'm doing start the mushrooms in here.
credit cards, my key swipe, my computer, my phone in and stuff. So before
should have shaved a little bit
Before I
of wine
even
for the
get to the door to the office, I get a call from Steve and says, "Hey, I was gonna be there to pick up your, to be there so I could hand my stuff to him." And he says, "Well, my daughter just came in from Massachusetts, from Boston, and she started to cough." And so we went out and got rapid home tests, and she tested positive. And so then they went to the regular PCR, is that what you call it? The real test. And they confirmed that, yes, she has COVID. So Steve says, "I'm really sorry I want to take out to breakfast and everything, but I think it's best that I don't come by."
I owe you on the breakfast.
Yeah, so that was that. So I get out of the car and I go to the door and try to open the door with my card key.
Should I warm this up and
Nothing.
You'd already been erased.
Goes green, turns red right away. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. So I'm thinking, maybe this door thing is broken because of the rain and everything. So I actually got into the parking lot.
But the problem is it's gonna
Okay,
make that
I
cold
still had the
kicking
key.
in right
That's a
now.
regular punch key. So I got in there, and so I went to the door that I normally go when I come into the garage. Into the parking lot. Same thing. Can't open it. Fortunately, this guy Chris, that's kind of new to engineering, reports to the same office, and he knows, he's seen me enough. Yeah, he knows that I'm real, and he lets me in.
That was 4 cups.
And so, okay, so Steve's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Door, my key swipes all eliminated. I plug my computer into the LAN,
Right.
type in my ID, type in my password. Your access has been deleted. So it's fortunate that I started deleting my files Friday. Yeah, and sent my home address, things that I wanted to keep, like people's contacts and stuff like that. So I did that last week, and it's a good thing I did that, because They locked me out. The only thing that worked was my cell phone still. And so at the end of the day, so I'm supposed to have an exit interview. So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be good. I'm going to tell them what I really think. I mean, it's the last time I get to say anything. And so the guy was supposed to call me, so I call him about 8:30 or so, and he says, oh, I was going to call you a little bit later this afternoon. I'm at the gym right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna add this to my interview.
Yeah, well, it's 12 o'clock now, and I'm thinking, I've done everything I need to do. I'm going to go. I did give the guy my personal phone because I had to wipe my phone clean to hand it in, wipe all my contacts and all my photos and stuff and texts and stuff. So it's 12 o'clock, and I'm thinking, I'm going to go to lunch. I'm going to go, or I'm going to leave. If I leave the building, I'm not going to be able to get back in, right? So I leave, and I'm driving, and the turkey calls me while I'm driving. Oh my gosh. So I pull into the Walmart parking lot, and I tell him, okay, well, let's just do it. And so the exit interview isn't really an interview. He's asking me questions. Did you turn in your badge? Did you turn in your keys? Do you owe the company any money? Are you injured right now from a previous accident, work-related incident? No. And did you have a home sale or a home relocation in the last 2 years? No. Did you get what did he say? A signing bonus? I've been here for 42 years. So he didn't ask me what I thought, He just asked questions that he needed to find out. Yeah, he had a checklist to make sure that I wasn't taking any trade secrets.
I'm glad that you're free.
I guess. But I would have liked to have told them a few things.
I didn't measure them.
I could, but it wouldn't do any good. So anyway, that was how my day.
You complain to Steve.
I could tell him when my phone goes out of service, I'll call him. Yeah.
Meaning to get a new kitten.
He's not gonna do it.
Okay, good night. Thanks for dinner.
All right. See you guys
Retired
later.
man.
Retired man.
I can't believe my dad doesn't work at the phone company anymore. He's worked there my whole life. Him working there paid for everything that we did, it seemed like. And now he's got some time on his hands. And I've got some cool things I want him to work on with me, which should be fun. So yeah, end of an era. Got to keep him active through retirement though. We can't just let him wither away. Quick update on the M1 Max MacBook Pro. I did export yesterday's vlog in Apple ProRes Lite on both computers, the 16-inch M1 Max and the 14-inch M1 Pro. And, the file came out identical, same size, same length and everything. It was the same Final Cut project. But the 7.5 ProRes video came out about a minute faster from the M1 Max MacBook Pro. So it took about 2.5 minutes on the M1 Pro MacBook Pro, which is already astounding. It's a 7.5 minute video. It got knocked out in 2.5 minutes. Insanely fast. And then the M1 Max MacBook Pro did it in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And in my experience, and I don't really have any data to back this up, but in my experience, I think ProRes rendering is pretty linear. So for shorter projects, you're not gonna see a huge difference. Yeah, maybe a minute or two difference on a 10-minute video to maybe a 20-minute video. But where you're really going to see those gains are those longer projects. Are you doing hour-long project, 2-hour-long project, a whole bunch of 10-minute projects, and you're exporting them in a batch? There, you're going to see huge savings in time. The difference of an hour versus 30 minutes for a really long project. So I think I stand by what I said yesterday. If you're, making stuff for YouTube or Instagram or, the internet, short form content, an M1 Pro is probably going to be okay for you. But if you're doing feature length projects or really, really long form stuff, a full season of a TV show, and you're going to have to export a whole bunch of stuff all at once, the M1 Max probably will save you time. But I think this does help settle in my mind that when I'm ready to update my personal MacBook, I could probably get away with a decently spec'd out M1 Pro. I think Gilbert's still going to try to talk me into getting an M1 Max. But I think the trade-off of, pretty good export times and, the difference of hours and battery life might make the M1 Pro my choice. I don't know. I'm not ready to upgrade quite yet. Still got a few more things to pay for the wedding. Anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed hearing from my dad, his experience of retiring after 42, almost 43 years of work. And if you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.